DPS TeleClass.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to DPS TeleClass. I am Iqbal sir and today I am here to take a maths lesson for you all. In today's lesson I am going to explain you about data handling. But before we begin with today's lesson, let's read the dua.
رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي رب زدني علما.
So as I told at the beginning that today we are going to learn about data handling, but in this lesson we will be mainly focusing about the bar graphs or bar charts. So today you all will be going to learn about bar charts and their features, how bar charts can provide information about many different areas of life, how to interpret the information in bar charts, how to use given information to draw accurate bar charts. So these are the learning intentions for the day. So you should be very much focusing about the main features and how you are going to interpret the information in bar charts and how to draw accurate bar charts. So now I am going to share the success criteria for the day. So you will be a high flyer if you can describe the main features of a bar charts, give examples of practical uses of bar charts, analyze and explain the information in bar charts, use given data to create your own bar charts. So these are the success criteria for the day. So you should be able to describe the main features and you have to give some examples of how you are going to show the bar charts in a practical way, and you are asking to answer some of the questions by looking at the given bar charts, and you should be able to draw a very accurate bar graph or bar charts by using the given information or by using the given data. Students, do you have any idea about what data handling is? Yes, so let's have a look. Data handling is the way in which data can be represented graphically to give a clear idea of what it represents. It is easier to interpret and organize data using pictorial representation. So in short, we can say that it is something that we are going to represent it by graphically to give a clear idea of what it represents. Data handling includes bar graph, pictograph and tally marks, and also there will be bar line graphs. Firstly, I would like to share what bar graph is. It is the way of representing data visually. Bars are of uniform width and can be drawn horizontally or vertically with equal space in between them. So remember that the bars should be uniform width and can be drawn horizontally or vertically with equal spacing. Remember the word equal spacing between them. So here is the diagram. So look at the bar A, B, C, D and E, that all bars are having same uniform width in vertically, right? The length of each bar represents the given number frequency. So that means, for example, C, it is in green color. So we know by looking at the bar, it is the number 5, right? So likewise, this is an example of a bar graph. So while you are drawing the bar, you should be very much think about it must be having a same uniform width. So now I am going to share the parts of a bar graph. So here is a bar graph. So it has red, orange, yellow, green and purple. I think it's all about the colors. So the parts. So here I am going to highlight main 5 parts or the 5 features that must be having in each bar graph. The first part, it must be having a y-axis. So it means the y-axis must be there, and then the x-axis will be there, right? And the third, it must have the bars and the scales must be there. So then only we know to identify it easily about the number of the given item or the number of the given quantities. And it must have a good or a meaningful title, right? So these are the 5 main features or the 5 parts that must be having on a bar graph. The first, it must have a y-axis, and then x-axis, the bars will be there, scales and the title. And now I'm going to share some details of each part of a bar graph. So first, y-axis, the line on a graph that runs vertically. Remember, it must be in up, down, through 0. It must be started from 0. It is a vertical line. It is used as a reference line, so you can measure from it. And the x-axis must be opposite to that. It is the line on a graph that runs horizontally. So it means left to right through 0. It is used as a reference line, so you can measure from it. So remember, the y-axis must be in vertical and x-axis must be in horizontal way. And the bar, they can be horizontal or vertical. Bars of a bar graph are used to show how large each value is. And the scale, a scale on a graph is what we use to measure the distance between the given coordinates. So, and then remaining will be the title. While you are giving a title, you should be always remember to give a meaningful title for the given drawing or for the given bar charts. So these are the parts or the main features of a bar graph. The y-axis, remember, if there is a y-axis, you should remember the word vertical, and x-axis is horizontal line, and the bar, it can be either in horizontal way or vertical way. And the scale is very important, that on a graph is what we use to measure the distance between the given coordinates. So this is an example of a bar graph. Okay, so as previous slide I have explained the main features. It consists of 5 main parts, right? So it must have a y-axis, x-axis and a meaningful title, the bar and the scales, right? So in y-axis, it is in vertically, it has represent the number of sandwiches. It starts from 0, 10, 20, 30 and 40. In x-axis, in horizontal way, it has labeled as sandwich filling. The types are cheese, tuna, egg, chicken and bacon. So each different sandwiches has been drawn in different bars with giving a different color for each. So while giving the different color, we will be easily identify about the different types, right? For example, if someone may ask about in which color the tuna sandwiches are represented in the bar graph. So in which color? It is in blue color. And the title is very meaningful, right? It gives a clear information about what the graph is about. It is about sandwiches sold in a cafe in 1 week, right? So it is easy to answer these questions from a graph. There is only one set of data. on this graph, only one set of data on this graph, right? So here I am going to ask you a very simple questions. Are you ready, students? Let's have it. What is the most popular sandwiches sold on the week? Remember the keyword most popular. So is it cheese sandwich or is it egg? Yes, you are correct. So the most popular sandwich sold on the week is the chicken sandwiches, right? So we are not looking at the number, just by looking the drawing of the bars. The highest bar, we know that it is the most popular one, so it has been labeled as a chicken sandwiches. So the most popular sandwiches sold on the week is chicken sandwich. And now I'm going to share what are pictographs. So remember the word pic. So we know it's something related to drawing or something related about the pictures, right? The representation of an information through pictures is called pictograph. It's something that is very much related to the pictures, right? So here it is. So it has been labeled the blood types, type A, type B, type AB or type O. A number of people, instead of writing the number, it has been drawing, right? Or it has a key about the drop is equal 5 people. So that means each one drop is equal 5 people, right? Pictographs use relative sizes or repetitions of the same icon, picture or symbol to show comparison. Also called pictogram, pictorial charts, pictorial graph or pictograph. So these are all other names that we are considering or we are naming for pictographs, right? A pictogram, pictorial chart, pictorial graph or pictographs. So here is an example of a pictograph. So it has fruits in grandma's basket. The fruits are orange, strawberry, apple and pear, right? So it has different types of fruits in grandma's basket and it says each fruit is equal 3. So that means one orange is equal 3. So if one orange is equal 3, so how many oranges are there? So let's count how many oranges are there first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So you have to multiply 6 into 3. So it will be having 18 oranges in grandma's basket, right? So here I am going to ask you some of the questions that you have to think and find the answers for each of the given questions. The first one, it says how many of each strawberries are in grandma's basket and how many apples are in grandma's basket. And the second one, it's about which fruit counts to 18. And the third one, what is the total number of fruits in the basket? It's about the total number of it and which fruit counts 18 and how many strawberry and apples are in grandma's basket. So think and find the answers. So now I think you have been already tried to find the answers for the given 3 questions, right? So let's discuss about the first one. How many of each strawberries are there? So let's count how many strawberries are first. So it has 8 strawberries, right? So that means you have to multiply 8 times 3 is equal 24 strawberries are in grandma's basket. Good. And how about apple? Yes, it has 7 apples in grandma's basket and you have to multiply 7 times 3 is give 21 apples. Which fruit counts to 18? I think this is very easy for you. Yes, orange. And what is the total number of fruits in the basket? So we know there are 24 strawberry, 21 apple, and 18 oranges, right? And only the total number that we don't know is the pairs, right? So pairs is 7 pairs, and we have to multiply 7 times 3 is equal 21. So that means 18 oranges, 24 strawberry, 21 apples, and 21 pairs will give 84 fruits. So that means the total number of fruits in grandma's baskets are 84. And now I'm going to have a look for what pie charts are. So you are very familiar about the pie, right? So your mom is making a lot of different types of pie, right? So it is something related to the circle, and it's about the different types of pie. It is having a different colors. So let's have a look. In a pie chart, the data is represented in the form of slices of a pie or are parts of a circle. The size of the slices vary depending on the corresponding data. Thus, a circle represents a whole. So remember, it is something related, or it is represented in the form of slices of a pie, and the circle will represent the whole of it. Here is an example. It has 4 different types of pizzas, right? So the green one is about tuna and mushroom. It has 50%, and the beef bologna is in purple color, and it has 25%, and tandoori is 15% in orange, and 10% chicken and mushroom is represented by using red color, right? So here it has 4 different questions for you. A, it says what percentage of people prefer beef bologna pizza? The percentage, it's asking about the percentage. So how many percentage? Yes, it's 25% of the people are asking, or 25% of people are prefer to give order for the bologna pizza, right? And what percentage of people like tandoori pizza? It's about tandoori, remember? Yes, it's about 15%. What percentage of people prefer chicken and mushroom pizza? Chicken and mushroom. Yes, it is in red color, and it is the least favorite topping on pizza among the visitors. It is about only 10%. And which is the most favorite topping on pizza among the visitor? Most favorite. So yes, it is tuna and mushroom. So likewise, you have to refer for the given drawing or the given type of graph, and then you are asking questions like this, and you should be able to answer if you are well known about the data handling concept. And now it's the task of the day. To have the task for you, I am going to show you a video, and you should be very much looking or watching the video very carefully, then only you will be able to do the task easily. So to do the task, you will be needed different types of A4 paper, or you can use the color pencils, A4 paper, a ruler, rubber, and also you need a glue and scissors. So let's make all the materials ready, and then just have the video very carefully.
Hello students, we organize data in our life. We organize our books, we organize our wardrobe, we organize our timetable. So things are always placed in organized way. I have 24 books with me. Out of these, 12 books are comic books, 6 books are story books, 3 books are course books, and the remaining 3 books are self-help books. So now I am going to represent 12 comic books by using red counters. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11, 12. So these 12 red counters represent the total number of comic books I have. So I have total 12 comic books. Each red counters represent the number of comic books I have. So now I am going to represent the total number of story books I have by using yellow counters. So I have 6 story books, right? So I am going to use the yellow counters to show my story books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have used 6 yellow counters to represent the total number of storybooks I have. So I have 6 counters: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Next, here the left are course books and student help books, right? To represent the total number of course books I have, I am using a green counters. 1, 2 and 3. So these 3 green counters represent the total number of course books I have. So I have 3 course books, right? So that's why I have kept here 3 green counters, and the remaining is student help books, right? Or self-help books. So to represent self-help books, I am using blue counters. 1, 2, and 3. So I have 3 blue counters to represent each self-help books. So here is my bar chart. So I have used 12 red counters to show my comic books, 6 yellow counters for my story books, and 3 green counters for my course books, and 3 blue for self-help books. So remember that while you are drawing your bar chart, you have to label each item as I have labeled here, and you have to label the x-axis and the y-axis, and remember to give a meaningful title, and you have to label the scales, and the width of your bar should be uniformly equal. So that means here you can use that. You have seen that the different types, different color of counters are here, but each one of each color is totally equal, right? So whatever I done, I have organized my 24 books into 12 comic books, 6 story books, 3 course books, and 3 self-help books on these bar graph. So these I have sorted my data. So looking at these data, you can immediately know what type of books I have, how many. Same thing in one more way. Now there are total 24 books, out of which 12 are comic books. So that means 12 by 24. By reducing it, it will give 1 by 2. So that means half of mine are comic books. Same way, I have 6 story books. So 6 by 24. So while we are reducing, it will give 1 by 4. So that means 1 by 4 of my books that I have are story books, right? And 3 by 24. So that are the course books I have. So it will give 1 by 8. So that means 1/8 of books that I have are course books. And the remaining self-help books. I have 3 self-help books. So 3 by 24 will give the same as 1 by 8. So that means 1/8 of the remaining books I have are self-help books. Using the given information, I have created a pie chart here. So half are my comic books, 1/4 are my story books, 1/8 are my course books, and another 1/8 are my self-help books. Now when you look at this pie chart, you can immediately realize that how many types of books I have, which book I have maximum in number, and which I have minimum in number. And that's all for today's lesson. I hope you all have got understanding about how you are going to have data handling, especially how to draw a bar graph and pie charts. And I hope you all will complete the given task before Thursday and submit to me. And stay safe, stay home. Wassalamu alaikum.
DPS TeleClass